Hi first grade! Today we are going to be making a landscape. A landscape is a picture of the land. We are going to be using our knowledge of texture today to create some awesome hills in our land. So I want you to pay close attention and watch me step by step so you can create a beautiful picture of the land. And we are going to first create the hills that are going to be in the front of our picture. Boys and girls, when things are in the front, they gotta be big, okay? Now, you don't want them so big that you take up the whole paper, otherwise you won't have room for other hills. So, you want to go about 3 finger spaces from the bottom of your page, starting in this corner. You're gonna come up the hill and down the hill. That's about 3 spaces that I went up. I didn't go up to the top. I didn't go even into the middle. I did about 3 finger spaces like you see here. So do your 3 finger space check, and if you did it too high, you can always erase and fix it. You also don't want to do it too low because this is in the front of the picture. So if it didn't get tall enough, make sure you erase and fix it. Now I'm going to go ahead where I left off. I'm going to go up the hill and down the hill about the same height as my last hill. And I'm going to go up the hill and down the hill and all the way to the end of my paper. Just like that. Even if you run out of room, go all the way to the edge. Now we're going to start our next row of mountains, and we're going to put them in between these mountains. You're going to find the window. The window is this space here between your 2 mountains. And right in the middle, I'm going to come up the hill and down. In this window here, I'm going to come up the hill and down. And I have 1 more window. And there's a half a window here I left off, so I'm going to go ahead and start a mountain there. Now this second row mountain is much smaller than the first row because in a landscape, things that are farther away are smaller. So the next window is the space between your second row of mountains. So here's a window here. I'm going to go up and down. Here's a window here. I'm going to go up the hill and down. And a third window here up the hill and down. And even one on the end. Squeeze maybe 1 more row of mountains. You want to go about halfway. You want to have a little space though, because we're going to be putting beautiful trees in our background. So in your window, that's the space between your mountains, you're going to add a 3rd row, but really small because they're so far away you can barely see them. All right. Alright, now boys and girls, we're going to add visual texture. Remember, visual texture is the kind of texture that you can see with your eyes, but you can't feel them with your hands. Artists like to play tricks in their work to make you think it might have a feeling. Now this picture of all these different textures is going to be your inspiration to create your work of art. Every hill in your picture, you're going to pick a different type of texture to decorate your hills with. So you could do a smooth texture, you could do a scratchy texture, or maybe a bumpy texture, whatever one you feel most comfortable with. Okay, boys and girls, once you have completed your landscape and you added all your awesome texture, you in the background can then add some trees. On the back of your handout, there are lots of ideas with all kinds of different texture, even inside the trees. So choose 3 of your most favorite trees. now you're going to cut your landscape out carefully. You want to leave a little bit of white paper around your hills and your tree. So that way you don't cut out any important